Title: The Coal Dust Crown. Part 1: The Ash-Stained Man. In the narrow backstreets of 1880s Manchester, beneath the thick smog and looming chimneys, lived a man called Edwin Marsh. They called him Ash-Stained Eddie, for he was always cloaked in soot and wore the same tattered greatcoat all year round. Eddie had once been a bookbinder's apprentice, but a fire had consumed the shop and with it, his employer, his livelihood, and his home. Now, he lived among the cinders and alley shadows, surviving on scraps and wit. Eddie wasn't the typical beggar. He had sharp eyes, an encyclopedic memory, and a curious fondness for reading discarded newspapers. He knew who owned what, who was rising, and who was bound to fall. He listened as the world passed him by in carriages and polished boots. The man who ruled this soot-covered kingdom was Horace Blackmere, a coal magnate with hands as clean as his soul was black. His manor sat atop Gorse Hill like a king's fortress, far from the miners who labored in his pits. Blackmere was ruthless. He crushed strikes, evicted families, and expanded his empire one ruined life at a time. Eddie watched from the gutter with growing resolve. Part 2: The Plan Beneath the Soot. Winter came with biting wind and frozen alleys. Eddie found shelter behind a bakery chimney and warmth in a growing idea. He'd watched Blackmere's carriage routines, studied the manor's layout through the wrought iron gates, and overheard servants grumbling at taverns. One night, he followed a drunken butler down a side street and plucked a key from his coat while pretending to stumble. Eddie's plan wasn't just theft, it was justice. He would sneak in while Blackmere hosted a winter gala for investors. Amid champagne and string quartets, Eddie would slip into the study, take something valuable, perhaps the ledgers or deeds, and vanish before the night froze over. But more than gold, he wanted secrets. The kind that toppled titans.